Hello Jenga Diaspora Media family, na mambo vipi? And I hope everybody is doing well. It's a new year. Happy to have you back in this channel. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell down there. Share this information to whoever you like to get this information. And don't forget to like and comment down there. So I remember some time back I did a video here, and the tree was green here. It had all the leaves, but today it doesn't have any leaves. So there was a season that is called fall, so it shed all the leaves, and now it's winter, so that it might be able to survive in winter, and it might be able to survive the snow and all those other cold seasons. So I'm not here for that, but I'm just here to let you know about driving in America. As you have heard and seen in many of my videos, I'm recording these things in a car because that's like my office all the time. For many of you who will come here, you will be staying even a house for very few hours. Many are times when you will be in your car going to your work. Some people have got more than one job. So getting from one area to another, you have to move on. And today I want to tell you about driving in America. So you have to know how to drive in America once you come here. So if you are a green card winner and any other kind of visa and you're coming to live in America permanently, so this is your video, and it is a very, very important video for you. So what exactly will you do to drive here in America? Number one, you need to talk to your host, the person that is hosting you. You need to talk to your host so that your host can inform you the things that you will need to do. Personally, I never knew how to drive when I was back in Kenya or in Doha, Qatar. I didn't have even any interest to drive a car, and I had no anything attached to me with the driving. So I was like living just a life, because back at home you don't need to know how to drive. They are all borders back at home that will take you to work, that will take you to appointment, that will take you elsewhere. And again, having a car back at home is like a luxury, or it's an added expense. So you don't want to have an added expense back at home. Because whatever small you're getting from there, you want to save and you want it to have it with you. So it was not an interest for me, and I didn't know how to drive. And I think if I was still back at home, I wouldn't be driving. But because of God's grace, that's one advantage of America, that once you come here, even if you come here, you are an old shushu, an old guka, and you've come to live here, you will have to know how to drive. I've walked all along these streets and I've met very old women and men who are driving vehicles. So driving a car is very important. So I want to prepare you, and I want to show you the steps that you will follow here while driving a car. And I want to say that one good thing that I learned, driving a car is very cheap here in America. Like learning how to drive, getting your license and all that, it's very easy compared to any other place. I was in Doha, Qatar, and one time there was a guy who wanted to do driving, and we went to inquire how much was it to drive, and it was a lot of money. So if you're in Doha, Qatar, can you put down there how much you pay for driving in that country? I think it was like more than 5,000 riyals. I'm not sure, but it is expensive compared to here in America. So it's very easy. With the less than $200, you will have known how to complete. So I'm taking you step by step. Once you come here, what you will do. Number one, you will need to go to the hospital and do what we call physical. Physical, this is you go to a hospital, and then they will check you. They will check if you are physically fit to drive. They will check your eyes. They will do physical things. So once you go to the hospital or any other place, they assess you and they see you are physically good to drive. Then the next step will be you will have to do what we call a learner's permit. But even before you get the learner's permit, it is very important for you to know that while you are preparing to drive, once you learn here in America, you have to download a driver's manual. There is a driver's manual that you need to drive. There is a book, but I prefer you download the one that is in the phone. Yeah, it's called a DMV manual book. It's very good. It's a very good book that you will have to download it. And after you've downloaded it, there are questions that you will do there. Particularly, it depends with the state that you're living in. Some states, they do up to 30 questions. Some states, like here in Pennsylvania, you will have to do only 18 questions so that you may be able to get that learner's permit. So once you download that app into your phone, it has a lot of questions. So you will be practicing those questions. And once you feel that you are good to do those questions, so then you will proceed and book for the what we call, it's not even book. Once you have the physical with you, you just go with that physical paper into the bus issuance office in your area, and then you will present those results, physical results. And once you've presented those physical results, then they will key you in, and then you will do what we call learner's driver's permit. So you will go in, and there are 18 questions. In these 18 questions, you need to get 15 questions right. So when you get 15 questions right, then you are good to go. So once you get that learner's permit, you will be able to drive now. But you can't drive alone. You need to have a person who is 21 years and above who will show you how to drive. But you don't need to pay money to go to driving school. No, you don't have to do that. You need a person who will help you to drive. So once you come here, you will arrange this with your host. Like for me, my host arranged, and he had friends who became our friends. And one person was speaking me in this day, the other person was speaking me on another day. I had 4 people teaching me how to drive. So it was very easy. And then after 1 month in America, the second month I started training on how to drive, and I went, and once you are good to drive, then you will be able to book for what we call driver's license test. So in this driver's license test, they will test one thing, and one major thing that they test is parallel parking. They will come and they will need to know if you are able to do what we call parallel parking. So you'll be taken in a place where they test parallel parking. You have to park that car in between there. So once you park that car in between there, then you will be able to pass the first thing. So that's what they test. They test parallel parking. Now this one is done by a policeman. So once you are done with your driving in the road, somebody has taught you how to drive, and you are booked for your driver's license exam. So it's called here, guys. So it's called here, but I decided to do this video out here because it doesn't take long. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hit that subscription button, share, like, and comment down there, and we will be good to go. So during the day of the getting driver's license, a policeman will just come, enter into your car, assess the car, and find everything is okay. Then he will tell you, let's go and do parallel parking. This is how you parallel park. And after that, he will tell you, get the car out. So you get the car out, and then he will take you to the road test. So they test about your ability to stop in the stop sign. So be very careful with the stop signs. Here in this country, if it is a stop sign, you must stop. You don't have otherwise. You must have to stop in a stop sign. There is whether there is a car or there are no car. If there are the lights, the traffic lights are red, you have to stop there until they turn green. Anything more than that, and you are caught, you will be in trouble. What happens here, once you are caught having a traffic offense, your driver's license is affected. So your driving history will be affected. They will give you what we call tickets. So once you get so many tickets here, then it will affect your driver's license and it will affect your insurance, the car insurance. This means your car insurance will be high. So once you get into the roads, make sure you're doing the right thing. So once they have tested if your ability to stop in a stop sign, they also test if you are able to manage your speed. The other thing that causes a lot of trouble here is speeding, because when you are over speeding and police get hold of you, then that is a very big that's a very big mistake here that will affect you. So they will be testing all those things. Are you able to brake well while you are reaching to the stop sign, while you're reaching to the traffic lights? Are you able to brake it well? Are you able to negotiate well in the corners and all that? So they will be testing that thing. So they will take you like in a road test. Some will be taken in a highway, and others will just be taken in the back routes. So after that, then they will take you back into where you started. And if you were able to do whatever the policeman wanted you to do, then you will be good to go. So here you will not have to wait for the driver's license like we do in Kenya. I don't know how long you wait after getting that driver's license. And in our countries, it's very weird because those people doing these tests will have to ask for you for the bribe. They will want you to bribe them, which is not good. You know, this is something that should not be done anywhere. Here there is nothing like bribing. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And nobody will tell you, give me this money so that I can give you a driver's license. So those of you in Kenya who are teaching people how to drive, the police and everybody, you need to be diligent. This is what is bringing our country down, because even getting a driver's license, you have to cough a lot of money. And one funny thing is that paying for a driver's license in Kenya is 2 times than here in America. So I wanted to say this, that once you are good and the policeman tells you that's fine, then you will go get your license immediately. Immediately you get your license, you'll put your license. Sometimes they'll give you like a waiting license, you know. It's not like the original one. So as you await the original one, like in 2 weeks time, you'll be using that one that they'll give you. But as for me, they gave me my driver's license when I trained in the roads. And that's it. You'll be able to go. So it's very easy. You don't have to know how to drive while in Kenya. Why? Because here we drive on the right side of the road. And many people who came here knowing how to drive in Kenya, they say that one confuses a lot because they are used to drive in the left drive in the roads back in Kenya. It's getting cold. I need to stop this video right there. So that's it. You get your license and you are good to go. You hit the roads. You start doing it. But if you know how to drive wherever you are, I'm using Kenya because I come from Kenya. So you put, where you put Kenya, you put your country. If you're in Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Congo, Saudi Arabia, and wherever, if you know how to drive, that is an added advantage. And if you're coming to Kenya, I will be telling you, if you have a driver's license, how you can use that driver's license to drive here in America. So as you wait to get the driver's license of America, you can use your Kenyan driver's license to drive here in America. So for those who are coming here for mission, like bishops, pastors, and you have a driver's license, and you want to come here and drive, there is a way you can do that. I'll be doing a video on that. But that's that's what I wanted to say. You don't have to know how to drive wherever you are in order for you to drive here. But knowing how to drive wherever you are is an added advantage. Hope this video helped someone, and I'm very glad to have you this year. So, have you subscribed? We are doing well. Many thanks, Jenga Diaspora Media family. So please, make sure you subscribed here. Make sure you watch the whole of this video. And whenever there is an advert in there, don't leave that advert. Don't skip the advert. Make sure you've got that advert so that we can increase the watching hours. But you people, you are the one who will make this channel grow. Subscribe, share, comment, and I know everything will be okay. So may the Lord God bless you wherever you are, in every place that you are. Keep that hope alive. Never give up. Whatever the situation and the circumstance, God is coming through for you. Cheers.